Wait, Miss Chong, why are you asking me the question? Oh, good, huh? Hello everyone! It is a beautiful day at Singapore's first and oldest water catchment area, the MacRitchie Reservoir. I'm BiogirlMJ and I'm here with PUB's Chief Sustainability Officer, Chong Mien Ling, to find out more about Singapore's water sustainability efforts. Thank you, Miss Chong, for joining me. I'll be asking you some very difficult questions. I'll be grilling you on the spot. So I hope you're up for the challenge. Sustainability seems to be the big and trending buzzword these days. But what does it mean for PUB, and is this the new agenda moving forward?
So in PUB, we produce clean water for everyone in Singapore. To be sustainable means we are able to do this forever. And this is in fact not new. Since PUB was formed in the 1960s, we have had several milestones where we have enhanced Singapore's water security. For one, we have diversified our water resources by closing the water loop and the development of our 4 national taps.
But what does closing the water loop have to do with sustainability?
So closing the water loop really means that we are managing the water system by reusing our water. So we collect all the rainwater in our catchment, treat it into clean water for our communities and industries, and then we collect all the used water, treat it again, and it becomes new water. New water is sustainability in action, where we are actually managing water as an endlessly reusable resource.
That's amazing. Do you hear that? We are going to put your knowledge to a test in our game segment. Coming up next! Right now, it is game time. I'll be reading out different water statements and you have to tell me immediately whether these statements are true or false. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. Yes. We have 4 national taps. We will always have enough water resources.
Well, we have done well in water reuse and having new water, but we cannot take this for granted. You know, with climate change, we may have prolonged droughts and it will affect our local catchment and imported water.
With more intense rainfall these days, we have more than enough rainwater to be treated into drinking water.
False.
False? I thought more rainfall means more water.
We do have a lot of rain, but we don't have enough land to capture it into our reservoirs, and so it doesn't mean that a lot of rain means enough water to treat.
Good, huh? On to our last statement. Technology can solve our future water problems.
True.
Ding ding ding, it's true.
So technology is a key enabler for us to, look into more energy efficient technology so that our water supply is sustainable. But again, it's down to everyone's responsibility to use our water wisely
and make every drop count.
Yes, MJ.
Good job, Miss Chong. I think you've passed with flying colours. So all of you out there, you all know your facts already, huh? An average person tends to think about sustainability in terms of reducing our carbon emissions and not so much about saving water. So could you share with us a bit more about how these two are connected?
So water treatment is energy intensive, especially for seawater desalination. So over the years, PUB has invested into R&D to look for energy efficient technologies. And where we are today, the Keppel Marina East desalination plant is a case in point. It is able to treat both the fresh water from Marina Reservoir as well as seawater, making it overall more energy efficient. But desalination is still energy intensive and it contributes to our carbon emissions. And when we project into 2060, our water demand is expected to double and we actually require 4 times the amount of energy as what we need today. So that obviously is not sustainable. So this is where water conservation comes in. Every drop that is not needed is a drop that PUB does not have to treat or produce.
What are some of PUB's sustainability initiatives to help curb with our carbon emissions?
So the first is to reduce carbon. One example is the Tuas Nexus, where we co-locate a water reclamation plant together with a solid waste management facility. And together we are able to reap synergies and actually reduce the carbon emissions by about 200,000 tonnes every year. So the second one is to replace carbon. We use renewable energy. We have commissioned a floating solar farm at Tengeh Reservoir. And together with 2 smaller farms at Budok and Lower Seletar, we are able to meet the energy needs of our local waterworks, making all our waterworks 100% green. The third is to remove carbon. And last year, we have launched an open innovation challenge globally to seek innovative ideas to remove carbon from our water treatment processes.
Wow, there seems to be a lot of things going on at PUB and I can't say that I'm not impressed. You hear that, Miss Chong? You hear that?
What again?
I think it's time for another game segment. Let's go! Welcome to another game segment of Yay or Nay. So in this game, I'll be showing you a series of photos of people saving water in their own unique ways. And you, Miss Chong, have to either give your stamp of approval or disapproval. Let's go! Ding! Alright.
I'll give it a yay, thumbs up.
Yay!
Yeah, I think this is really a good practice where, we actually use a mug when we brush our teeth and not let the tap run.
Alright, next image.
A yay for me. I think it's really creative to actually collect rainwater for household use. But I must say that this is suitable for like washing the plants or general cleaning. For drinking water, please still use our tap water.
And now for the last image of this game, you must be as confused as my face here.
I think it's a nay for me. Really, freezing does nothing to the bacteria. It's dormant in the freezer, but once the room temperature, it's active again. I think a conventional laundry might be better.
So we have come to the end of our game, and I hope some of you guys out there will practice your own unique ways of saving water at home. But maybe just don't put your jeans in the fridge. So when it comes to reducing our carbon emissions and our water usage, individuals may feel like their contribution is simply not enough to make a difference. What do you have to say about that?
So individual actions do matter. That is why we need to work with communities, industries, and every individual to drive long-term change for sustainable development. Every action counts towards reducing our collective carbon footprint.
It is a collaborative effort, and I'm thankful that PUB is doing a lot of work to prevent Singapore from becoming thirsty by making every drop count. Thank you, Ms. Chong, for bringing us on an enriching journey today. You've given me a lot to think about, and I'm sure we can all do better to be more sustainable. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lessons on water sustainability. Just keep thinking!